What's up, guys? Happy 2025. This is Coach Vassar. Thank you for joining me with the OTF Audio Daily Beats. As always, if you're new to them, I appreciate you finding this group me, tuning into these YouTube videos as I break down some of the workouts that we do at Orange Theory. If you find value in them, information is in the description to support me. If you have any feedback, let me know. That way I can provide a better experience for you guys. We're going to go over Wednesday, January 1st. This will also repeat on Saturday, January 18th. This is the first workout of the year, so definitely start the year in the right direction. We're going to see endurance on the treads, power on the rower, strength on the weight floor. We'll go over a little bit of everything and then talk about the 3G and then get you on out of here. So for the treads, we're going to see two blocks, and it's all about your base. In block 1, we're going to increase your base. In block 2, hold onto your highest base from block 1. And then in the rower, you're repeating a 150 meter all-out row. Can you bump up your watts each time you hit the rower? And then on the floor, first you hit your lower body, then your upper body, and you finish with your core. How heavy can you lift today? All right, you're gonna need benches out, and of course dumbbells as always. When we look at the treads, 2 blocks, 11 minutes each. There is a 90-second recovery between the two. We are gonna see a total of 3 pairs of push-based combos. Now the push will decrease, cut in half duration every time, and the base will also cut in half duration every time. So round 1, 2-minute push, 4-minute base. And then we're gonna see a 1-minute push, 2-minute base, 30 push, 1-minute base, and then they finish with a 30-second all out. Now the goal in this block is we wanna maintain the push intensity, but then also increase their base intensity. So essentially we are gonna close the gap between the two, but we are gonna increase the challenge of the push by making the active recovery less recovery focused. So for that 2-minute push, power walkers about 5% or greater, joggers and runners, I put them right around mid-range, about 1, maybe 1.5 over their base. Bike striders, set them up 3 to 4 gears over their base. Now, when they go into their 4-minute base on the other side, they could repeat their normal base or see if they could increase their base by 0.1, 0.2. Power walkers, they could go up on their base incline. They could also go up on their base walk speed. The next round, push is 1 minute. Base cuts in half to 2 minutes. So same thing, could they increase their base from before? And then maintain that push one more time and then hit that base on the other side. And then they finish with a 30-second all out. And of course for the all out, 10% or greater. And then joggers and runners, 2 or more over their base speed. Bike striders, 6 gears over base. When we move into block 2, we're going to see the same efforts but just done in reverse order. And we are looking to maintain or lower their push and then use the 1-minute base for all 3 base rounds. So maintain their 30-second push. They use that increased base for that 1 minute, and they'll do that. Then they have a 1-minute push that they maintain or maybe adjust. And then can they maintain their top 1-minute base for now 2 minutes and then eventually for 4 minutes. Knowing that if they decrease their push a little bit, now it's going to close the gap again, making the efforts almost similar if they are pretty close to begin with. And then they finish with a 30-second all out at the very end. Now on the weight floor, we're going to see 2 blocks. Block 1 is exclusively on the floor, 15.5 minutes. We're going to see 3 different work and rest supersets. We're going to have bench goblet sit to stand, 6 to 10 reps paired up with a bench bridge, and you're going to have the shoulders on the bench. Rest after each movement, really focus on controlled tempo, so 2 down, pause, 2 up. They're going to do that for 2 rounds. Then they move to the next one. You have the bench bird dog low row paired up with chest press. Same thing, 6 to 10 reps, rest after each movement for 2 rounds. And then we're gonna have the high plank alternate and dumbbell tap. So that's one where their arms are extended. They're reaching forward to a target, reset the other side. I jokingly tell people this is the one where you wanna go as heavy as you can. So grab the 80-pound dumbbells. Really that doesn't do anything. However, the target height does play a factor because that might mean they have to reach higher up. So that is something to take into consideration. As options, they could go down to their knees, or even instead of extended out, they could go out to the side. They could do a shoulder tap instead, or even like just hand-to-hand taps are great alternatives for situations like this. And then that's going to pair up with the half kneel-in, low to high wood chop. So this is the one where it's going to start by the hip, and then they're going to toss the dumbbell behind them quickly, and then control on the way down. 2 rounds there, and then when they finish, they will choose whichever work and rest sequence that they want to repeat. Second block, this is where we're going to incorporate the rower. I would recommend that they take weights over to the rower. They're going to need 2 lighter dumbbells. They're going to have the overhead tricep extension paired up with the bicep curl, and then 150 meter all out. Now, the key thing is the overhead tricep extension is with 2 dumbbells. And what I've noticed is this is a movement where people tend to go too heavy to begin with because they are used to using both hands for 1 dumbbell. So if you have someone who normally uses like 20 pounds for this, 2 10-pound dumbbells, even though it's the same weight, now incorporates stability, and it will be much more challenging. Also, the positions that you hold the weight, because with the 2 you're here, but with the 1 you got the palm here. Now you're having to control the weights in a different way. So this is one where you might see people grab the 8 pounds or 5 pounds to take over, and that's totally fine. When it comes to the bicep curl, that weight might not work for them. Or it might be doing different reps. So they might be able to do only 6 reps for the triceps, but 8 to 10 with the bicep curl with those watts. So just something to kind of be mindful of. If people are not able to go overhead, you could have them, go from the strap, tricep extension, and then do bicep curls and row and then come back. That'd be a great alternative. The goal here, of course, is for the row is to hit highest watts each time. So we're looking for improvement. Which is kind of counterproductive because normally your first effort is going to be your best one, and then fatigue kind of sets in, making it hard to hit that same one. At the very least, we should try to see like their average watts be consistent or maybe increase every round if they are able to increase their output. And that's the 2G. When we look at the 3G, we're going to see 2 blocks for every section. In block 1, it's a little bit, or the treads are going to be a little bit different than what we see on the 2G. Block 1, we are going to do the same tread block at the beginning. So they have that 11-minute block with the 2-minute push, 4-minute base, everything cuts in half, maintain their push, increase their base every round until a 30-second all out. Block 2, unique spin. This is a bonus block. It's going to be 3 rounds of a 30-second all out and a 30-second walk recovery. Ideally, they're going to probably use the all out that they finished block 1 with, and then use those walk recoveries to hopefully increase their intensity, or at least maintain what they did if that's really their best one. For the rower, we're going to see a 200 meter, 100 meter, and a 50 meter all out row paired up with med ball bicep curls. Those are the 3 rounds that they'll do, and then they'll do 200, 100, and 50 meters again, but this time paired up with the med ball tricep extension. And then the rower is going to be timed up with the treads as I do all outs and recovery rows, and the goal is to hit the best all out by the end. So hopefully highest wattage or the most distance that they could collect in those 30 seconds. For the weight floor, there's only 2 work and rest circuits. So they're going to have lower body with the sit to stand and the bridge, and then the low row and chest press. Same thing though, they'll do 2 rounds of the first one, 2 rounds of the second one, but then for the bonus, they'll do all 4 exercises as 1 block, rest after each one. Great opportunity for people to start with a moderate weight selection, and then every round, if they could go up in weight, or slow it down, make that lightweight feel heavier. The second block, we will incorporate the high plank alternating dumbbell tap paired up with a bicycle crunch, but this is timed with the treads. So when they are doing the work, the all out, they're doing the high plank dumbbell tap. When they recover, that's when they're doing the bicycle crunch. So members are gonna be flipping up and down, back and forth there. And that's gonna be the 3G. As always, any feedback, let me know. Otherwise, that's all I got for you guys. Coach it down.